Welcome to Lesson 5.1, Division Patterns with Decimals. The essential question for today's lesson is, how can patterns help you place the decimal point in a quotient? You will recall our previous lesson on multiplication patterns with decimals, in which we multiplied by powers of 10 greater than 1 whole. In these instances, the decimal always moved to the right. Today, as we divide by powers of 10, the decimal is going to move to the left. Also, when we multiply by values less than 1 whole, the decimal will also move to the left. Let's begin on our left. 560 multiplied by 1. That is the identity property, in which the result is 560. If we multiply 560 by a value less than a whole, then the answer will be a value less than 560. In this case, we'll move the decimal over 1, and we'll get 56. For these next two examples, we're going to move the decimal over an additional place, 1, 2, to get 5 6/10, or 60 hundredths. And then we're going to move the decimal over 1, 2, 3 to get 56 hundredths, or 560 thousandths. On our right, in this column here, we are dividing, that's what this backslash once again means, 560 by 1, and we get, again, the identity property 560. We are going to divide 560 by 10, and here we will get 56. 2 places here, 5 60 hundredths. 3 places here, and we will get 56 hundredths, or 560 thousandths. The next representation is expressed as a base value, 10 to the 0 power. This, as we said some time ago, ends up being a division problem by 1 with no 0. So it's like saying we're going to have 10, but we don't have a 0. There are 0 zeros. And for that answer, we stay with 560, the identity property. When we divide 560 by 10 to the first power, that's like saying, okay, we're going to have a 1 with 1 0. For 10 to the second, it's 1 with 2 zeros. 10 to the third, it's 1 with 3 zeros. And we'll continue to move the decimal over 1 place here, 2 places here, 3 places here. And that would be over 1 more place. Caught myself there. And finally, if we were to check our answer using multiplication, and I wanted to consider this one right here, we could say that the lead digit of 5 multiplied by 100, which is 10 to the second power, is equal to 500, which makes 560 reasonable. So that concludes our lesson for today.